Hi, this is Michelle with Michelle's Macarons, and today I'm going to tell you how to pipe macarons. That's it. This is asked a lot, and it's hard. It's one of the hardest parts getting right about the macarons because, I mean, besides all the other really hard things you have to do to get macarons right, piping is hard if you're a new baker. That's not a skill we've ever learned. So this will show you just how to do, it is a very simple piping. Like with cupcakes, you gotta do the designs and like circles. This is literally just holding it in one spot and pressing. I think people make it a lot harder than it is because you think you have to make a perfect circle, but if you just hold and press, it makes its own perfect circle. So just let it do its thing. So if you haven't already, watch this video first. This goes over step by step how to make your macarons. Then if you still need some help after that, go to this video and I go over exactly how to make your meringue and how stiff to beat the egg whites. And then you can watch this video to learn exactly how long to fold the batter during the macaronage stage. So now we're gonna go over just how to pipe your macarons once everything from these videos are done. So I'm gonna link below some of my favorite piping bags and my favorite piping tips. You might want to play around with the tips you use, but this one is my favorite for piping this size that I'm gonna do macarons. So the piping bags that I listed below are my favorite because you gotta be careful or they will bust and you will have batter everywhere. So don't skimp on the piping bags. All right, now to start, you wanna make sure you got your batter in the bag, twist it, and then you could put one of these, like those clips that you put on the end of the bag or something like that, but I don't even bother with that. I just use my hands, but twist it and then squeeze from the top. Okay, don't squeeze from the bottom of the bag because then you will have it coming out the top because you're focusing so much on the batter that you're piping that you won't realize it's coming out of the bag and overflowing. So twist it, squeeze from the top, okay? And notice how close the tip is to the sheet. Okay, so I have a template under here. I always use a template, okay? I've been doing this for a lot of years and I still use a template. So I will link the one that I use below, but you can make your own or find any online. I use the same one for every batch. So I pull it out of the bottom of there after I've piped. If you're enjoying this video and you want to see more like it, there's a subscribe button below and the bell next to it so you'll be notified whenever I come out with a new video. So keep the tip pretty low because if you're making these and selling them, you need to kind of make sure that you have at least somewhat of a consistent size. And if you're piping higher up, you can't really see how much the batter is gonna spread. So if you pipe higher, it looks like it's a smaller size and then all that batter will kind of spread a little bit. So the closer you can pipe to the tray, the more accurate the size will be when you first pipe it. So see, that's pretty close. And then notice that I'm not moving the piping tip around. I just put the piping tip pretty low and I'm squeezing and it pushes itself out into a perfect circle because you're not guiding it around. So don't do this. Just hold it and squeeze. And I say that a lot in this video, but just let it make its own circle. You see what I mean? I mean, it's a little shaky, but you don't, I'm not moving it back and forth on purpose. It's just a little shaky, but you should just hold it as still as you can and press, and then it will form the circle. Now, notice that I'm also kind of flicking the tip when I'm done. So you kind of want to get it to lay flat because you might not always fold your batter the perfect amount of times every time. So you'll have a little peak if you don't. So this will make it easier for that to fall down. So squeeze it until it's the right size and then do a little flick and that should get it to kind of fall down instead of staying pointed. Okay, now when you're done, now I put all of the batter into the piping bag. I think this is so important and a lot of people say that they let theirs go so then other people follow that. But if something is going wrong with your batter and if your macarons aren't right and they're looking flat or like spread out or something, consider not letting your batter sit at it all. So maybe get 2 piping bags or make half a batch or something so that your batter's not sitting out. So I would pipe all of these, then go and pipe the next tray, all of them out. And they will be okay. If you're in a very humid climate and your macarons take a long time to dry, consider getting like a fan put on them or a dehumidifier or something like that where you can speed up the drying of the first tray so the second the second and the third or whatever don't have to sit out as long. So pipe them all out. Don't let the batter sit and let this dry, then bake it, then pipe the next batch. I go and I just pipe all of them at once. And then you slam it down a couple times. I don't do too many times. I do maybe 3 times and that's usually good. Then don't forget to take your guide out. And if you're trying to get the same size, remember that these will spread out a little bit. And if you've done something like overfolded or added more food coloring or something, they will spread out even more. So you might want to test one and see how far over the line it goes and then pipe the rest of them accordingly. If you want to work with me to start or grow your home bakery business, join the email list below. I have a course called the Home Bakery Blueprint and some spots are open for that. And if you're still having trouble with your macarons, join the Michelle's Macarons Facebook group and post your pictures of your macarons that aren't turning out and we will all help you figure out what went wrong. Or just show off your good macarons. Okay. If you want to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, I'll put those links in the description and check out these other macaron videos. Okay, love you, bye.